How can we retire early with 1.6 million in our 401k? Interesting. So let's read this from Market Watch. I haven't read the article, so we're going to read it together. If I can move my other computer over there. Okay, so let's read this together. Dateline April 13th. First published April 6th and updated. Okay. Alessandra Melito. Melito. I'm sure that's a Italian name, and she probably, I don't know if she does, but I guarantee her mom or grandma can cook some serious freaking Italian food. Oh man, I love Italian food. Pablo, how come you can't cook Italian food? But no one cooks a better lasagna than Charlotte. Don't even bring it. Bring it. Don't bring it because I will be the Kemme Natabo. Say, not in this house because Charlotte's lasagna is. Oh, why do you think she? Actually, that's not why I married her. Why did she marry me? Is the question. What did I bring to the table? All right, so let's read this. And look, I sounds like a bash on Alessandra. I'm not. They're young, a younger lady. She's. I think she had a degree in journalism or something like that. So I don't like those kind of. Okay, it says, the advice for younger people who haven't actually worked with clients on a regular basis always kind of makes me a little bit nervous. All right, but let's read it. All right, so here are these two people. Look at them. All right, that's a lock. Okay, gotcha. All right, there you go. Dear Market Watch, I'm trying to come up with a path to retire in the next 2 to 3 years. I will be 54 this summer, and my beautiful will be 48. Between us, we make about 210 a year. We currently have about 1.6 million saved. Jeez, they got a lot more than me, and I'm 50, and my beautiful is 47 here in about a month. With 680K, okay, so basically we got 1.6 million saved based on 401ks. And then 75,000 various stocks. Okay, there you go. We have a vacation home worth 225 that's paid for and have about 250 equity in our current home. We have 2 children in college, but will be done after next year. I feel we can live pretty cheaply. I feel we can live pretty cheaply for about 70 or 80 a year. That's living cheap, huh? But we do want to travel in an RV once we retire, and we want to do this while we can still enjoy the outdoor lifestyle. We'll cut it down to one house, probably the vacation home, or we'll sell both and build someplace else. But we sure like to live the vacation home for 2 years to avoid paying gains on it. I feel we have enough savings and will continue to grow the next 2 or 3 years before we decide to call it quits. But the challenge is how do we get access to the money since it's all in 401k plan? So we can already see the easiness of the ease of where this guy's going. This is simple, man. So he's 54. So you all know, right? I mean, in his we currently have 1.6 with 680,000 in his former employer's 401k. Now he's 54, so I hope you know where I'm going. And he's got 600,000 in his current 401k. All right, this is simple. Is it worth paying the 10% penalty on early withdrawals versus paying tax and converting a large amount of the former 401k to a Roth? My company does allow withdrawals through the Rule of 55, but you have to withdraw it all. And okay. And I know I don't want my tax liability. All right, there you go. So I guess we don't know that. I thought I would say that was the easy one. This company allows for withdrawals through the Rule of 55, but you have to withdraw it all. Oh man, dude, that's freaking nuts. Why would see this? This is why people say, "Don't roll it over." But you have to withdraw it all. All right, so now we're going to go into 72 T's, the separately equal periodic payments, and I don't know how you calculate that. You can Schwab's got a calculator to do that. But let's read what else Alessandra says. All right, always got to start with a thumbs up. Congratulations. All right, 401ks are great tools. See, he knows all this, man. They're tax deferred, which means more money is growing until you withdraw. But as your experience, the money can be hard to withdraw for those looking to retire before 59 and a half. Fear not, there's always a way around this problem. The first task is double check your company's rule for the age of 55. I completely agree. You have to withdraw it all. But that would shock me if you do have to withdraw it all. That's not because the 401k plans can be a lot more stringent than what the IRS allows under ERISA. Companies may have their own stipulations for this rule, but an all or nothing seems rare. I completely agree with that. But that's what he's saying. All right. If it's not really possible, there's a 72T option to separately equal periodic payments. If investors break the rules of the 72T option, mistakes include taking too much money or rolling over money into the account. The 10% could apply. So if it's set up right, it can work fine. 100% says this guy, Matt Stevens. Hold on a sec. One way to make the 72T work is to roll it over into IRAs. You can actually slice and dice your IRA into many pieces as possible. With this strategy, you can break up the IRAs and apply the 72T to a portion of your assets. Man, that's freaking awesome. I love it. That's a great idea. But again, this can be complicated, so you may want to refer to a financial planner to assist. I'd actually refer to a CPA or a tax person. Let's see this here. Let's read this right. But do they give us a calculator? I can't remember if they give you the calculator, but there is a calculator for. Let's see if we can't find the calculator. All right, well, all right, here we go. So Bob is age 50. He has an IRA of $400,000. All right, the last okay. Bob was okay. The required minimum distribution. Okay, so Bob could take. Oh, this is 2000. Let's see if we got an updated 72T calculator. Hold on just a sec. Calc XML has a 72T calculator. I haven't used these guys for a while. This calculator from this website. These guys are fantastic. I've always liked their calculators. All right, so let's take a look. So we got we're going to say 1.2 million. And the guy's, what do you say, 50? He'll be, how old did he say he was? 54? Yeah, so he's going to retire in 2 years. We'll say he's 56. So this will be easy, man. 56. Here's is the benefit, yeah, beneficiary's age. And she was going to be 51, I think, by the time he retires. All right. We're going to say before tax hypothetical rate of return. All right, we'll say 5%. And click here for federal midterm rates. Let's see. That's the most recent one. You see it right on here. Okay. Midterm rates right here. What do they say? We'll say one. I don't know how you do this, but we'll just say, we'll say 1.4. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. 1.4. We'll just say. Why they got 0.62? When using amortization method, the IRS requires a reasonable interest rate be used to calculate the periodic payment. IRS has defined this to mean not more than 120% of the federal midterm rate. Okay. Okay, so not more than 120%. Okay, gotcha. So we want to do 1.28. Okay. Let's say 1.28. Okay. That works for me. I would be more comfortable with somebody seeking a tax person on this. But, let's run it and see what happens here. All right, let's calculate. All right. Oh, here we go. Sweet. So he's able to get single life. Okay. So he's able to get 49,000 a year, 41,000 a year, anywhere from 30 to 40,000 a year on the portfolio. Now he's got to take it for the greater of 5 years or until he's 59 and a half. That's what it is. So basically this guy's gonna have to take it for roughly he's gonna have to take it for 5 years. The greater of 5 years or until you're 59 and a half. So 5 years is the minimum. All right, so as long as he takes it for 5 years, he's fine. So he basically, let's just say he's roughly able to get 50,000 a year out of that. All right, without paying a penalty. All right, cool. That's pretty good. That's a good calculator. Put a link in the show notes. All right. Now, what this other guy says, he can slice and dice it up to various IRAs. Well, how much does his wife got in IRA too? So his wife's got. Oh, okay. So basically 1.6 million total. Okay, gotcha. So they'd be able to get 50,000 a year. Sounds like okay, and they'll have to pay income tax on it, but they won't have to pay the penalty. But that's not gonna be enough. They still need. I think they want us to live cheaply for 80,000 a year. All right. Now what else they got? And then they got seven. So we're just gonna say they need 30,000 a year on top of the 50,000 they get from their portfolio. So 50. I don't have my calculator, man. Yeah. So let me bust out my phone. What's 50,000 divided by 1.6 million? All right, blink 50 divided by 1/6. That's 3 as in terms of a distribution yield. Again, it's only for 5 years. That's all they got to do it for. So they could sell one of their homes. It sounds like they don't want to sell that home there. So I think what they do is they sell this home right here. They're gonna be fine. Sell that home right there. Hell, that's what they could sell that home right there anyway. That's $50,000 a year right there for 5 years. So they're good. Just sell this home and do the 72T, and you're freaking golden. Let's see what other guys say. All right. All right. You should plan for. You said you plan to work for another 2 to 3 years. You may also want to think about investing your. Yeah, I completely agree with this. Investing your future 401k contributions into a taxable account. For their typical retirement savers, this might not be the right path. Consider you plan to retire within a few years, and the distributions that restrict the 401k plan could be a reasonable strategy. You're likely on the cusp with the 22 to 24 and 24% bracket. Well, certainly, yeah, they're definitely they're in the 24% bracket. Yeah, I would do that absolutely. With taxable brokerage account, you can contribute after tax dollars. Yep. No, don't do Roth conversions. As for your home, it's great. Think of the capital gains tax. Selling the primary residence first comes with tax benefits. Yep. I write this caveat in every column piece, but I think it's worth reiterating. Make sure you double and triple your double and triple check your living expenses. You said to live on 70 to 80,000 a year, which may be totally doable for your lifestyle choices, but imagine all the expected and unexpected costs, such as healthcare, putting all those things in a financial plan. Yeah, financial plan. Golden Goose Wealth Planning is Stephanie Trexler. All right. Another consideration may seem obvious and worth noting. Think carefully about your days in retirement before you actually do it. Yeah, pretty good article. All right, well, good on you, Alessandra, making the Italian. There she is. Man, I love Italian food. Oh. People love Indian food and Middle Eastern food. Niet. Give me some Italian food any day of the week. Let's see, Korean barbecue, yes. I'd love me some Chinese food. It's lower on the totem pole, but it's good. But man, Italian food, I wonder what Greek food tastes like. I don't think I've had much Greek food. Man, I just love to eat. And of course, Tex-Mex. And my wife's lasagna. All right, good stuff. So this guy he should sell his house, his primary residence, move into his a vacation home. He'll get $250,000 equity. He can live off that for a couple of years. Take the 72T as well. Just remember the 72T has to be for at least 5 years. We know that for a fact. So in this case, he'll do the 72T for 5 years. And what do you do? Living off the proceeds of his home is tax free. Then he takes $50,000 a year from a 72T. After standard deductions, he's $25,000 of gross income. He could qualify for Obamacare, man, right there for a huge premium credits. All right. Love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you.